Hi there, my name is Maggie Fromm and I'm a real estate salesperson in upstate New York. I'm licensed with Miranda Real Estate Group and our phone number there is 518-348-2060. Now let's get into today's video. Hi and welcome to today's video. My name is Maggie and my blog is called Honestly Maggie. So today's video is all about 5 things that you should know before you start looking for a house. This could save you a lot of time and energy in the long run. Make sure you have a pen and paper, write these tips down. These are 5 things that you need to know before you start looking for a house. The first thing that you need to know before buying a house is your credit score. Your credit score will impact your buying power. If you have bad credit, you may not qualify for some of the loans that are out there. If you have great credit, you might qualify for some loans that may cost you a little bit less in the long run. So it's really important to know if you have good credit or bad credit. You know, if you have bad credit, then you can take the time to fix that over some time and start paying off debts or loans before you think that you found the perfect property, you're ready to go purchase it, and then you're not qualified to buy a loan because of your credit score. There's tons of reputable links out there that you can find out what your credit is. I'll leave one in the description box below if you're interested. So it's really important to know what that is before you start looking for homes. The second thing that's really important to know before you buy a house are the taxes on that property without exemptions. So if you're searching online at some of the third-party home searching websites, they may give you an estimate of what those taxes are on that property, but a lot of times they might not include what those exemptions are. For example, a property that is on the market may say the taxes are $5,000, for example, but that property might have a star exemption, a homestead parcel exemption, a veterans exemption, a senior star exemption. There are many different exemptions that can be on a property that you might not qualify for when you buy it. So make sure you know what those taxes are before you make an offer. A good way to do that, if you don't know if the taxes online are accurate, you can ask your realtor to help you out. He or she might have access to those tax bills, or you can call the town where that house is located, and the town should be able to give you a good idea of what those taxes are. The third thing that you'll need to know before purchasing a house is the type of mortgage you will be using. 99% of us out there don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars cash waiting in our bank account to put down on a property. Most of us are going to get a mortgage when we purchase a home. There are a variety of different loans out there, so it's important to meet with somebody at a bank or a mortgage lending company that will be able to give you a good idea of what that loan that you specifically qualify for. It's also important to know what percent down you will need on the property. So different loans require a different amount down on the property, whether it's 3% down, 10% down, or 0% down. And yes, there are some loans that don't require any money down. So it's really important to decide for you and your partner what type of loan you're gonna need when you purchase a house. The fourth thing that you need to know is your closing costs. Closing costs and the percent down on a property are 2 completely different things. Your closing costs are costs associated with closing on a house. And your bank, again, you should speak to a lender so you get a better idea of what those closing costs would be. But closing costs are bank fees, taxes, homeowners insurance, and a number of other different things that the bank is going to require for you in order to close. The fifth and final thing you need to know today before you go out and start looking at homes is the market value of the properties that you're looking for. Market value in the simplest sense is what a home is worth. So if you're looking at an area that's in really high demand, chances are if you make an offer that's 10 grand under the asking price, they're not going to accept your offer because there's a high demand for that type of property, and they might get their asking price or above asking price if it's a competitive market and where you're looking. And it's also important to know the days on market. If a home is on the market for 90 days, you might have a little bit better of a chance of making an offer that's below the asking price. But if the house has been listed for 1 or 2 days and you go in with a low ball offer, chances are you're going to insult the seller. So know the market of where you're looking and also know how many days the house has been on the market. Now keep in mind, I live in the upstate New York area, so some of this information might differ from state to state. So take everything, with a grain of salt, and make sure you check with your realtor or your mortgage lender in your area. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a little bit more about what you need to do before you start looking for a home. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in my next video.